everyone. There you go. At this point, we are recording. It is going to be recorded so that you can be able to go back on this presentation. Okay. And for the people who just joined us, we do have translations available. All you have to do is click on the icon to change the presentation to Spanish or also Haitian Creole. All right. So let's take a look at this. A couple of things that we got to do. We're going to look at the district website. Well, I noticed I should have changed this. We are going to have a moment in today's agenda where we'll have a social emotional moment with Susan Goodman. We are going to be looking at the district website. We're going to do some accessing of the student and parent portal. So we're going to see, how do we get on there? We've been talking about this every single family university. Let's continue that conversation and see what do we have to do. And then let's look at what's going on in the community. What does the community have access to? And then we're just going to have a little bit of conversation about how we're dealing with the holiday season. Okay, so let's dive in right away and let's start with the district website. So for any of you who need to know how to be able to access the district website, all you have to do is visit www.ercsd.org. Oh, happy holidays to you too, Roxanne. Oh, from the Wright family. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I like when people give happy messages. So looking at the district website. So to go to the district website, we are going to go to www.ercsd.org. Okay, and this is our district website. Now, our district website has a plethora of information. There's so much information that you can find here at the district website, but sometimes we just need a little bit of navigation on how to find this stuff. One tip that I would like to offer everybody is, if you notice at the very top of the district website, all the way in the top corner on the right-hand side, it says translate. You can actually translate the entire website into the language of your choice. So if I was to click on translate, you notice it tells me to select the language, and I can go ahead and select from all of these different languages. Now, I do have to warn you, this is a Google translation, so it might not be 100% accurate, but it gives you a good idea of what it's trying to say in your native language. So I actually speak Spanish, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like if I change the language to Spanish. Then all of a sudden, the entire website changes. Okay. So everywhere you go on the website, you're going to see everything in Spanish. Okay. So if I go to Junta de Educación, I see everything in Spanish still. So just note that if you do jump into another website from this website, it won't carry over the translations. And if it is an image, it's not going to translate the image. So it only translates text, which is why you'll see a lot of text in our website instead of seeing a lot of big images, because we want it to be accessible like this. So if you do happen to go into board docs, you're going to notice everything is back in English, because that website is separate from our district website. So everything turns back into being in English. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to our district website, and you notice still in Spanish. If I want to take away the translation, I would just hit the little X, and then everything is back to being in English. So that's a pro tip for anybody out there who is navigating the website and can't find information. Now, a couple of things that I want to make sure that everybody is aware of how to find. There are a couple of things that can interact with, can impact your day to day. So first, you want to know where the calendar is. You click on the calendar, you'll be able to see that starting not tomorrow, but Friday, there's no school. So then you're wondering, okay, there's no school on Friday because winter recess starts. And if you notice, it's right there, winter recess starts, but when does it end? So real quick, I have a bunch of people here. Can anyone tell me, when does winter recess end? When is everybody coming back to school? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Let's see. Patricia says on January 3rd, January. Good, Jolie, very good. Monday. No, please don't send your child this Monday. Yes, it starts in 2022. No, there's no school this Monday. But if I go into the district calendar, again, I'm going to click on the district calendar. I'm going to go over to January. And if you notice, January 3rd. Okay, so you're practically right. Fill up. It is Monday, but Monday, January 3rd is the first day back from school, because if you notice, there's nothing there that says there's no school. See, el 3 de enero, that's when everybody comes back to school. So that's the end of the winter vacation, or recess, and hopefully everything goes well. The 3rd, everyone's back to school. So that is always key to know when it comes to finding that information. So if you ever need to know when school is out or if something's going on, you can go ahead and click there. I got a question from Luz. Disculpa, mañana hay clases para niños de ECC. Yes, everybody has school tomorrow. Sí, hay clases para todos los estudiantes mañana todavía. Okay, so the next thing you want to find out is, Gladys, yo veo que usted dice que por favor que nos explique en español. ¿Puedes cambiar el idioma dándole al icono que parece un globo? O si estás en un teléfono, son 3 puntitos. Le puedes dar ahí donde tienes opciones y pueden cambiar el idioma completamente en español, dándole donde dice interpretation. Hay una persona que está hablando actualmente, mientras yo esté hablando, en español están hablando. Así que el día viernes hay clase. No hay clase el viernes, es la Nochebuena. There is no school on Friday. That is Christmas Eve. Okay, so let's look at a couple of other things. Departments. Things that you need to know in departments is, let's say your child's Chromebook is not working properly and you just need somebody to talk to maybe help you out with your Chromebook. There is a place for you to do that. If you go to the departments page, you go down to Management Information Systems, you'll notice that on the side here, on the right-hand side, you'll be able to see Student BOCES Help Desk. If you click on there, you would just have to fill out this form and someone will get in touch with you and they will be able to assist you in getting you help with your device. They also do speak Spanish, and if you need to change the language in Spanish, you'll notice right here it says Español or Spanish. You click on there and it's also in Spanish as well. So you do have 2 options if you do need to get any kind of servicing on your devices. Also in here, you'll be able to find a lot of great information like the parent portal, how to register, the student portal, how to log in. It literally breaks it down for you step by step, so you can be able to find it there. Let's see. Another thing that you can find in the departments area is transportation. Everybody might have a question about transportation and they always want to know, where do I find this? Who do I call? They won't pick up. They won't do this. What are the hours? This is where you find out that information. So what I always advise everyone do is go into the website first, look at what the information that they have in there, because they might answer your question and then you may not even have to speak to someone. Or if you need to speak to someone here, you can find the phone numbers. Okay. Now, mind you, it is a team of live people. So if you do call, make sure you leave a message and someone will get back to you. If it's ringing and you feel like no one is picking up, chances are they might be on another line with someone. So just please be patient. We appreciate your patience, and go ahead and send out message to them. You can also email them as well. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to stop there for 1 second and I'm going to look at okay, so here it says tengo que hacer cita para inscribir a mi niña para kindergarten. So real quick, can anyone in the chat tell me, should you make an appointment to enroll your child in kindergarten? And where could we possibly find that information on the website? That's a great question. And a lot of people do wonder, how do I deal with registration for my child for kindergarten? Does anyone know? Let's see. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, let's go to the district website and we are going resources. Okay, so Raquel says to go to resources. So let's click on resources. Okay. And if you're wondering where you should go, the best place for you to go when it comes to registering your child is literally to go to resources. Great job, Raquel. And you're going to go down to where it says registration. I'm going to go all the way down to registration. I'm going to click there. And then you'll notice there's already information right here on the side all about kindergarten registration. Okay, so it's already there on the website for you to be able to find it. So you can click on the different languages to change it. So you can see where it says click here to see it in Spanish. Haga clic para verlo en español. You can also see it in Haitian Creole. But if we look at it, it says here, registration begins on January 3rd. Okay, and then there's a phone number there for you to call if you have any questions. So if you feel like, do I have to make an appointment? It might be a good idea to go ahead and make a call and ask them see if you need it. If not, just know that you can always come during those hours to registration to be able to register your child. but also you do have online registration available right over here. So take advantage of that also, because you can just online register your child and you don't even have to come to the office unless they indicate otherwise. All right, let's see another question. Yo trato de transportation, no se encuentra. Okay, so if you're looking for transportation, again, the best way to look for transportation is to go to departments and go down to transportation department. Any information that we have regarding transportation will be on this page. And there's a lot of information in there. So we have the transportation department where it tells us people's phone numbers, titles, their office hours. We also have information on My Stop GPS, bus safety information, busing information, contractor contact information, which is key. God forbid you ever need to, get in touch with certain people. Non-public school transportation requests, mileage reimbursement, transportation of Rockland temporarily offering free bus fare. That's something that you might want to look into as well if you need it, but it gives you all the information here. So you can see, what the tour view bus map looks like for Brandon High School, and it also has Spring Valley High School. So there's a ton of information just looking at this website. So take a look at the website. You may find the information that you need a lot quicker. Let's see, my Chromebook is not working. Even send me the link and it's still not working. Okay, I saw that the link was already sent. So hopefully that is able to help you. Krista has a question. Why does my account, why does it say my account is blocked in parent portal login? That's a great question. If you ever have that issue where, okay, good, it was responded, but for anybody who is having that same question, because it is an excellent question, and I have seen scenarios where things are blocked, you can just email erdata@ercsd.org, and I'm just gonna go ahead and send that out to everyone so they can see it. It's ER-data. So actually, I'm gonna go right into the website. You go to MIS, okay, or Management Information Systems, because it's right here, Departments, Management Information Systems. And in here, I will be able to see who to contact. So it says right here, Parent Portal Help, write to er-data@ercsd.org. I'm sorry. Now we have really excellent people who work in the MIS department, are very passionate about what they do. And they are very diligent when it comes to we're making responses. Well, please just give them a window of about 24 to 48 hours so that they're able to respond to you appropriately. Okay, so me podría ayudar con la información. ¿Dónde queda biblioteca? ¿Dónde la profesora de inglés ayuda? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about the library in a moment. Good. All right, so there are a couple of questions. My child needs a charger. Okay, good. So if you do have questions when it comes to your devices or anything like that, or if you feel like you're having an issue with your device at home or something's wrong with it, bring it to your school, your building, and the leadership there will know how to be able to help you. You can also send out a ticket, which we call it a ticket through the BOCES help for the students if you want them to be able to help you at home. But the majority of the times, if you bring it to the school, there is someone in the school leadership who knows the proper steps for you to take next. So definitely reach out to them because they can help you. Okay, so let's see real quick. All right, so we went to the district website. So, okay, we're gonna play a game, okay? We're gonna play a game. We're gonna do a search, okay? So real quick, I'm gonna give you guys a task, okay? And I'm gonna see if you guys can help me find it, because now I'm lost, right? I'm lost on the website. So if I go here, let me see if it'll let me, please let me. Okay, good. Okay, so first thing, who in the chat can tell me, who is the superintendent of schools? ¿Quién es el superintendente de las escuelas? And here it is in Haitian Creole, and I can't pronounce things properly in Haitian Creole, so I don't want to butcher the language. I need to have a good, oh, there we go, yes. Patricia says Dr. Ellis, Denise, Dr. Ellis, Sandra, yes, Sandra, Dr. Ellis is our superintendent of schools. Yes, great job, everybody. Okay, good, that was an easy one. That was a softball question for all of you. Next one, all right. Here's a difficult one. Not really, actually. But where can you find the superintendent's 90-day plan? Now, as a community, you have the right to be able to find these plans because you want to know, what is the new superintendent going to do? What does he plan to do in the first 90 days? Okay, Patricia, I know it's in the website. Specific. Where in the website is it? Come on. You guys have to guide me. Show me in the website where I can find that information. Again, very important information because you need to be able to find the 90-day plan, okay? ¿Dónde puedes encontrar el plan de los 90 días del superintendente? All right, let's see. I'm gonna check out in those. All right, does anybody, you can find it in the bar below news. It'll show it to you in ERCSD. Let's see, the bar below news. Okay, I think we're getting there, below news, and check, and it'll show you in ERCSD. Yes, there's somewhere else. There's one more place that you can find it. Who could tell me? There are a number of places where you can find it. So I'm going to be honest with you. There's really no wrong reason. But can anyone tell me a really simple way to be able to get to this information? In the bar in front of you. Yes, it does. It scrolls. So it actually scrolls by. So if I just move this a little bit, you should see a little bit later on. But usually it pops up here. Hold on, let's see. There it is, the 90-day plan. So great job to Krista. All right, let's see. Oh, that's another good one. Someone else wrote Dr. Ellis's page. Yes. So actually, if I click on our district and I click on superintendent, right there, I read all about Dr. Ellis. I'll know that Dr. Ellis is committed to a life of service. That's good to know. And then right there, you'll see that it has the 90-day plan right over here. So that is actually really important for you to know as a parent, because this is the person that essentially leads your district. You want to know what their plans are. So definitely read up into it. There's some great stuff in there. And we're really excited about everything that Dr. Ellis has put through on there. All right, next, nobody look at the questions. All right, so here we go. Next one. Under which department can I find tutorials for parent portal? Huh. Anybody want to tell me that? Can anybody figure that out? Where can I find information about the parent portal? ¿En qué departamento puedo encontrar tutoriales? I'm sorry, para parent portal. Okay. Tutorials can be videos. They can be, there's a lot of, there's the videos. There's also like a cheat sheet breakdown. So where could I find that information? Under where? All right. Resources, department, parent portal, how to sign in. Okay, parent resources. Okay, you're getting there. Which department would be great? Kayla, buenas noches. Gracias por estar aquí. Anyone can tell me? Let's see. Okay, while you guys are telling me what department that is located under, I'm just going to look at a couple of the Q&As. Okay, it says my stop does not work. No one in the transportation can help me. They say it's a third party, not them. Thank you so much for asking that question, because that just might be in the thoughts of other people. We're going to continue to make sure that we give out the information to continue to assist parents, because this is a great tool for you to use. So hopefully we'll be able to fix it or be able to address any possible issues. Definitely reach out again to the transportation office. I know there's a new administration in there, so definitely reach out to them. They can definitely help you out, and if not, we will work together to make sure that you are able to address the My Stop app. Okay. Okay, good. We're going to talk a little bit about the Chromebooks in a moment, Edna. So we'll be talking about that in a second. All right. Somebody here wrote, you're going to go to resources, go down to parent portal. Yes, there are so many different ways to be able to find it. One way to be able to find the parent portal is by clicking. Let me see if this will, okay. We are going to look at, okay. So we're going to go to departments. It's an easy way. You're going to go to management information systems. Anything that has to do with technology in this district, most likely you're going to find a lot of the information in there. Not everything, but the majority of them will be there. So if I click on management information system, boom, right there, parent portal and student portal. So you'll be able to find out how to do it, but not just how to do it. You'll actually have a walkthrough. We have images that you can follow, and we actually have videos that you can watch. So right here, it says for video tutorials, visit here. So let's click on that. Let's check it out. Right there, we have videos right here in Spanish, Haitian Creole, and in English. So you can go ahead and click on that, and you'll be able to watch the entire step-by-step video on how to be able to create your parent portal account. Okay, okay, nobody look at my questions yet. Okay, we're up to number 4. Where can I find the staff directory? That's an easy one. Okay, ¿dónde puedo encontrar el directorio de personal? Where can I find that? Let's see the chats. Anybody know? Okay, sometimes you just need to find a specific person to talk to. Okay, for example, I have a question about, I need to talk to my school's nurse. I want to know where, how do I call that person, or how do I contact that person in particular? Okay, so let's think about this. Okay, I haven't seen anybody post it just yet. So if I go to resources, okay, I literally am just going to click on resources. Right here under resources, it says staff directory. And in there, I can literally click the name of the person, or maybe I don't know who the person is. I have no idea who this person is, but I know that they are the nurse, and I know that they are located in Grandview. I hit search, and there she is. Okay, and there's her email address, so that's how I contact that person. Okay, so that's where the directory is. And then obviously, if you want to find more in-depth information, you can actually visit that school's website, which is literally just by clicking on the top bar right next to translate. We have select a school. You choose a school that you want to look at, and then you'll be able to find more information regarding that staff member. And then when in doubt, you can always call the main office, and there are amazing people there that can assist you as well. All right, and the last question. So I'm not going to take it off of there. Where can I find the board agenda information? ¿Dónde puedo encontrar información sobre la agenda de la Junta? Now, a lot of people don't realize it or don't know that the board agenda is usually posted already on the website at least 24 hours in advance from a meeting. Okay, I don't know the exact number, but I know it's at least 24 hours. So if you need to find out what are they going to be talking about during the board meeting, that is all public information. So in order for us to locate that information, does anyone know here where I should go? Under the news? Okay, so let's check. If I go under district news, I go all the way down. Very good. I can go to where it says, literally just scrolling down. So if I could just scroll down from the main page, it says district clerk news. Now the district clerk, remember, it works directly in hand with the board. So right there, you can actually see it by scanning this QR code. Okay, so the QR code is available. You just literally open up your camera phone, and if you just put your phone right in front of it, most phones at this point will pick up the QR code directly from the camera. But if your phone doesn't, you might need to have an app that you can download or not. But if you don't want to download an app, you don't want to do any of that stuff, does anyone here know where I can find all the information that has to do with the board? I'll give you a hint. It's right here at the top. Disculpa, no entiendo inglés. Okay. Si necesito la información, si tiene que cambiar el idioma, solamente le tienes que dar al icono que es un globo donde dice interpretation, y puedes cambiar el idioma al español. Tenemos traductores disponibles en vivo. Solamente tiene que cambiar el idioma al español. Very good. Okay, Raquel, exactly. So you go to Board of Education. We actually have an area in here where it just says board docs. Board docs is the system that we use in order to file all of our board information. Okay, so if you click on enter public site, you'll be able to see all the information that is public to you. There's a lot of information in here. And in here, you'll be able to see the meetings. So if I click on the last meeting that we just had on December 14th, you already have a link to watch the live Board of Ed meeting. Now, mind you, this was from last time, so you'll be able to see a recap of it, but you'll be able to see it live. As well as seeing it live, you'll be able to see the agenda from that day. Now, things can change momentarily. Here, you will always see the up-to-date information versus a printout, let's say at a board meeting. This will always give you what's up-to-date, current, and happening right away. So you'll be able to see everything that happens during the board meeting. So you'll be able to see what's it called? Minutes from the last meeting. If you look at the consent agenda, you'll actually be able to see the minutes from the last meeting. You'll be able to see staff that's being recommended for positions, whether they're civil or certificated. You'll be able to see action items, which usually include contracts or anything that needs to go before the board. You will find it here. So it's really important that you check out this information because it's open to you. You have the right to be able to look at all this information, and then you're able to go ahead and ask any questions that you may have, as well as have a moment of public speaking during the board meetings. So definitely make sure you take a look at that. You have a lot of information in here, and you will be able to find a lot of things. And let's say you want to find something in particular, you do have this little hourglass that literally you can type anything into it, and it'll pick up everything from all the way from 2018, I think, or maybe beyond, that pertains to that keyword. So great. I think everybody did really good with that. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. All right, somebody did ask me a question about student accounts. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick recap of student accounts. Okay, students, if you have a child, the majority of the children from K to 3, and maybe other buildings, but you can also talk to your child's teacher. They have something called a quick card. You can literally use the quick card to scan to be able to enter into a Chromebook. So you have that information already. But if you lose your quick card, you should always know how to use the backup. So definitely take a screenshot of this presentation slide right now, because this is going to help you. So the passwords changed as of October 26, 2021. So if your child's name, for example, is Raymond Baez, his student ID is 1234556, his date of birth is 5/25, then his password is 560525RB. I know it sounds like a lot, but we really are, student information privacy is really important. And we want to make sure that it can't be so easy that other people can find it, but there has to be a pattern to it so that you can go ahead and figure it out. So you have the last 2 digits from the student ID, the 2 digits from the birth month, 2-digit birthday, first and last initials. Okay, so now I have a quiz for everybody. Let's see. Let's play a quick game. Okay, my class has it. Yes, everybody has that. So let's check this out. Can anybody tell me? Okay, I'm a big Selena fan, so I had to put Selena. So the student's ID number is 1234556. Her date of birth is April 16th, and her name is Selena Quintanilla. What is her password? Anybody tell me her password? ¿Cuál es la contraseña? Can anybody tell me what the password is? Come on, people. Let me check. Did we just get disconnected for a second? Okay, wait, let's see in the chat. Okay, good. So one person got it already. Raquel, you got it already. Let's see who else can get it. Anyone else? All right, essentially Raquel got it. Okay, Beatriz, so close. Now I'm gonna show everybody. I want everybody to know the difference between, okay. It definitely should end with SQ. So Beatriz, look at the faltó. The only thing that Beatriz forgot, Beatriz wrote 56416 SQ. Now you have to make sure it's a 2-digit birth month. So it has to be 04. Very good. So everybody who wrote 56, good job. Krista, Marie, Sandra, Raquel, excellent job, everybody. So that is how you guys log into that. Yes, Krista. So if you want, well, not if you want, you also have the option to be able to use a quick card. Just contact your child's teacher. They know exactly what that is. All right. So moving on to the next. All right. We're not really going to touch on that because I want to move along. Student portal. Okay. So there's a couple of steps for the student portal. And remember, the student portal allows high school students to view their schedule, attendance, and progress reports and report cards. The parent portal allows the parent to review their children's academic information. So there's a couple of steps for each of them. I'm going to go ahead and go to the 1, 2, 3 area. You can go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Okay, you have to make sure you're visiting the correct link. If you're not on the right link, it's not going to let you in. Okay, it has to end in lhric.org, which is lyric dash ERCSD dash East Ramapo. I'm sorry, and you can find the link on the Management Information Systems website. Then you're going to put your full 9-digit ID. The full ID is 9 digits long. Usually we ask you for the last 6 digits, but essentially your child has a 9-digit ID. The first 3 digits are 000. Okay, and then you're going to enter the password. The first password is always going to be student, all lowercase, 2019. Take a picture of this because this is what's going to help you. Okay, remember the last, it has to be all 9 digits of your child's ID and then their password. They will go in automatically at that point. It'll make you change your password. That is all. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a second so that you can go ahead and find that. Lisi, yes, that was that. Solo tengo el correo. Okay, very good. All right. Great. So that's how you are able to find out how to be able to get into your child's portal. Again, if you're having problems, you can go ahead and send a message to erdata@ercsd.org. So it's already listed there. Okay. Then the second thing is the parent portal. That's a little bit different. You need to follow these 3 steps. Okay. You're going to complete the form. You're going to request the form. So if I go to the district website again, I'm going to go to departments. I'm going to go to Management Information Systems. Then from there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to where it says Parent Portal, how to register. And then I'm going to go ahead. It says here to register for a new account, you're going to click here. So I'm going to click on there. Now you're going to have to click here, Parent Portal Registration. You're going to click on there and you're going to fill out all this information and then hit create an account. Once you complete that, okay, then they're going to go ahead and send you an email to confirm the information, and then you should be good to go. Okay, you should be able to get into your account. So it says provide the email associated with the parent account so the issue can be researched if you're having a problem. And remember, it takes about 3 working days or less. Okay, so again, we do have videos available. Okay, I'm going to take a break from talking now. Actually, real quick, because I haven't done it yet, I'm going to throw a poll out there. Let's do a quick poll. Can you tell me what grade band your child is in? I'm kind of curious to know what grade band is being represented. What schools are here? Who's here? Talk to us. Put it in the chat. I gave you guys a lot of things in there and a lot of information. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we got a lot of K3s in the house right now. All right, Hempstead and Pomona. That's your shout out right there. Awesome. Anybody else? Any other? Hempstead, look at that, 2 for Hempstead. Isn't that your homeschool, Susan?
Yes, it is.
You guys are all fans. Oh, so we got Grandview. Awesome. Summit Park, Limekiln, Pomona. Wow, another Hempstead. Awesome. We got Khaki at STEM Academy in the house. A Ramapo. Awesome. My child is in 5th grade and Kakia Steam Academy. Oh, you have to love Kakia. Principal Wilman is awesome. El Dorado, Ramapo. Awesome. Great. So we have a lot of people here. And the good thing is we do have a lot of K-3 parents who are here, which is great because this is information that might be new to you coming into the district. Mi niña está en la Kakia. Awesome. I'm really happy to have everyone here. All right. Let's do one more poll because I want to know more. How do you guys feel about the the parent portal? Do you feel like you have a better understanding about how to get into the portals? I know it was a little bit quick today, but do you feel like you got it? Is it a Eureka, I got it, like finally? Or is it a I sort of get it, but I still need more assistance, which is okay because we're going to talk about this every single time. Or I have no idea what you're talking about. We need to try this again. I got you. All right, we got 3 people who want to have this conversation again. That's totally fine. Please send out an email to er-data@ercsd.org. We really want to make sure that you are able to get into the parent portal because you're going to find so much stuff in there. There's going to be surveys that come out because we love to hear your opinion. There's going to be schedules, teachers' names. You'll be able to get your child's teacher's information early in the summer rather than waiting until the letter goes out. Definitely, you want to get into that portal. Awesome. All right. So it looks like the majority of you guys are sort of getting it, but 47% is saying, I sort of get it, but I still need assistance. That's what we're here for. We're here to assist you guys because we want this to work, and we want you guys to be good to go with that. All right, one more poll, and then I'm going to move on. District understanding. Do you feel like you have a better understanding of where things are in the district website? Let's think about that question. Do you have a better understanding? Eureka, I got it. I sort of get it, but I still need assistance. I love that I put this option for myself. I have no idea what you're talking about. When I write these like responses, I think about like how I'm saying it myself. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have to try this again. Listen, we will continue to have activities about the district website. And, and if you ever see something that you're like, oh, maybe we should do this, then, reach out to one of us. We're here for you guys. This is a community. We want to make sure that we are here to back each other up. So definitely get in contact with us. So we got a good 40% are saying, Eureka, I got it. 39% are saying, I sort of get it, but I still need assistance. 22% are saying, I have no idea what you're talking about. We need to try this again. And that's okay, because we're going to keep on trying it again to make sure that we are able to assist. All right, so we have 10 minutes left in FAMU for the last FAMU Family University of 2021. Be dramatic about it. We have Susan Goodman in the house who's going to talk to us a little bit about listening, passive listening versus active listening.
Hi, I'm so happy that Sonia invited me to join you tonight. She asked me to talk on social emotional health, and I have 3 kids, and one of them right now is struggling with anxiety and depression. And I think we have an increased rate of that right now in the country with so much uncertainty and division in the world that I decided to talk. I talked about this once before in Family University on passive versus active listening, because I think it's really important to be able to connect with our kids right now and, let them know that there is so much uncertainty in the world and so much, and a lot of kids have fear about not knowing. A lot of us have fear. There's a lot more stress in our houses because of the uncertainty in the world. So the one thing that hasn't really changed is the love that we have for our family and our friends. And one way you can really, show them that is through active listening. So it can be hard to do, but putting down our phones, when our kids walk in the room and ask us a question, I may be in the middle of something I want to get done, but I try to put my phone down, make eye contact, really look at them, look at their body language. It's really communicating that you are more important to me. than whatever else is going on. And, it's something, when I work, I am at Hempstead 4 days a week, and I go to khaki at a middle school. And I do hear a lot from kids where they'll say, not only their parents, but other people, are on the phone when I'm talking to them. I have to stand in front of my mom. I have to go like this. I have to stand in front of the TV. And she says,
Yeah, I think I'm guilty of that too. There are moments where my daughter was like, hello. I'm like, no, I can multitask. She's like, no, I don't need 50%. She's funny. She's 8 years old, but she mimics me. So she'll be like, I don't need 50% of you. You either give me 100% or don't give me nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll put it down.
Wow, that's great that she says that. Yeah, and I always explain to them, your parents are busy. They may have just come home from work. They have a million things on their mind. They need to get done. They're trying to cook dinner and they're listening to you, but their mind is spinning at the same time. So, but, this is the difference between passive and active listening, is to just really, if you can, show interest through body language, through eye contact, and reflecting their tone. I think it's really important. It sounds silly, but to rephrase what they said. So, are you saying blah, blah, blah? It really shows them you heard everything that they said. I remember the first time I was an adult. That didn't happen in my house growing up. I was an adult really at my first job when someone listened to what I was saying and repeated it back to me. And I remember it just feeling like, like a relief,
Like
Yes. Sometimes you just need to be heard and then you're ready to move on. And then you can also go ahead and ask questions and show empathy. Let them know that, you hear what you're saying. I hear that I understand. I hear that you're angry. I hear that you're upset. I think I would feel that way too. So to be empathetic, to really understand how they're feeling. So if you don't mind switching the
Oh, no, not at all.
slide. Okay, so Sonia. So one way to really show empathy is to really think about how that other person is feeling. So that really does take, time. We have to put down our phones and stop thinking about other things and really try to understand from their perspective what that may have felt like. And possibly imagining yourself in that situation. And just as there's a quote, seeing with the eyes of another, hearing with the ears of another, and feeling with the heart of the other. So really trying to understand their perspective, what it feels like to be them. So it can be a burden, especially if you have someone who's anxious and depressed. When I speak to my son, sometimes I can really feel how he's feeling, and it's a little bit of a burden, but it's a burden that we want to bear for our kids. And I saw, Sonia, in your slides coming up, you talked about tradition. And I think that's really important this time of the year too, because as there is so much uncertainty and change, when we show traditions, that we do this every Christmas, or we do this on Friday nights, or we, do this before dinner. Before dinner, we, at dinner time, we put down our phones and we connect and we talk. Like, those are traditions that you have in your family. And there's certainty in that, in an uncertain word. So that is my social emotional advice for you guys tonight.
Thank you. That's a great thing. And I'm glad it's a perfect segue to go into, the next part real quick. And well, here we have tips for being empathetic. So I don't know if you mentioned this yet.
Yeah, I was just talking about, really paying attention, not to interrupt. I know one thing I want to do is I want to solve it. Like, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Have you tried this?
Mhm.
That is good for later on, but first really listen and then repeat back. I really just try to force myself to listen and repeat back, because I want to fix. I want to tell them what to do. And it's okay to do that, especially if you first really listened, kind of paraphrase and repeat back or ask questions, and then be a friend. One little example of this is just, we would like for our kids to talk positively to themselves, but sometimes they don't know how to do that. And my daughter was running. She had just started running, and I was running with her, and she was saying, oh, my legs feel like lead, and I just said to her, she was complaining that she wasn't having a good day. I said, when you run, some days you do have bad days, but tomorrow will be a better day. You're doing the best job you can, just getting through it, And then a few months later, I was running with her and she was having a bad day. And I heard her say exactly those same things. She said, oh, I'm having a bad day. My legs feel like lead, but it's just that day. Tomorrow will be a better day.
Wow.
If she's going to learn to have positive self-talk, to say positive things about herself, she has to be mothered first and hear that from someone, so sometimes I just try to, to talk back to them in a motherly, loving way. And I think the way I want them to eventually talk to themselves.
Yeah, that's actually a really good tip, just to be able to be mindful of the tone that you use when you're speaking to your kids, because, it's something that they can continue to carry with them.
Yeah, my kids tell me that I can be like condescending, like, Mom, your tone, I don't even know that I'm doing it, especially after a rough day at work.
I have all the time, even at work. I could be like, oh, I really hope that you have a good day. And they're like, why are you being so mean? I'm like, no, I'm serious. I really want you to have a good day. But it's all about the tone, it all comes off from the tone.
It is all about the tone. It is. Sometimes we don't even know. We don't even hear our own tone. So I'm grateful. You can ask your kids to tell you possibly if their tone is off, because I'm grateful that my kids tell me that and I can correct myself.
Yeah, no, I really hope that I have that relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Or continue to.
I'm sure you will.
Do you want me to switch to the next slide?
Yep. Okay. I think I'm done. I think that's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So real quick, Susan, what are some of your favorite holiday traditions?
My daughter's away at college, and she said, I was honestly thinking a little bit. I have a 22 at home. He's going to college at home, a 17-year-old, a senior, and my daughter. And I was thinking, do I really have to put up the tree this year? Can I just get a little tree? And she called and she said, Mom, my favorite tradition is putting up the tree. And can you wait? Can we do it all together? Can you wait? And I love the cookies, like the same thing I've done every year. So yeah, so I think I'd say that is my favorite tradition, is putting up the Christmas tree.
So sweet. So I actually have a video of my favorite tradition because I wanted to share with everybody. I was having a hard time though putting it into the thing. But one of my favorite traditions, coming from a Hispanic background, is that, and just so everybody knows, in the chat area, I want to know what your favorite traditions are. What are your favorite holiday traditions? Whichever holiday you celebrate, what do you guys normally do that makes you feel like, oh, it's the holiday season? So I'm going to say it in Spanish. ¿Cuáles son algunas de las tradiciones que ustedes hacen, o tradiciones, perdón, que ustedes hacen en su familia, que se hace sentir como, ok, estamos en tiempo de festejar, del año nuevo, de Navidad? ¿Cuáles son algunas de las tradiciones? So just to say a little bit about my tradition, I'm Dominican. I come from a Dominican background, first generation American. So we do a lot of things that are still, Dominican, because that's all we really know how to do. So one of the things that we do is that we make pasteles de hoja en plátano. So it's called a pastel, but every country has their own way of saying it. And you wrap it in a plantain leaf, and then you boil it, but you only make it once a year. So it's a lot of work. And one of my favorite things about that is that, I have my one sister who doesn't do anything and just does the eating part, and is usually dancing and hanging out and putting the music on and everything. Then you have my mother, who's like a drill sergeant, that if you don't tie it correctly, she loses it. Then I have my other sister who's trying to be the perfect child and be very diligent to what she's doing. And then there's me, the one who's kind of like trying to, stay on task with my mother, but still wanted to hang out with my other sister and party with everyone. So I just want to show you guys a quick video of what exactly that looks like and what that sounds like. So this is what my family looks like. And there's my sister hanging out with my daughter and my nephews. And then, of course, you have my mother, the drill sergeant, and my other sister, who's right there trying to be good with her. And then, there's me, obviously recording, trying to take that in. So Sandra is Puerto Rican. She says, I know pasteles is a big deal, On New Year's Day, we have, okay, so somebody says here, soy católica, I'm Catholic in my country, en mi país, en Navidad, during Christmas, el tamal de maíz. Oh my God, they make corn tamales. Y el ponche que se hace de fruta y se toma calientito. Yes. I don't know what country, Marlene, I don't know what country you're from. No sé de qué país eres, pero el esposo mío, él es guatemalteco y colombiano. Y en su familia, de parte de los guatemaltecos, ellos hacen el ponche también. No lo he tratado todavía, pero sí lo veo que ellos cada rato lo hacen, y es una bebida bien caliente, y de verdad se siente la Navidad con eso. Patricia is telling us on New Year's, we have a traditional soup that celebrates New Year's and Haitians Independence Day at the same time. That's awesome. I didn't even know Haiti's Independence Day was on New Year's Day. Look at that. You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Roxanne says that her family is Jamaican. We have Jamaican fruit cake and a sorrel or hibiscus drink as part of a bountiful dinner. Wow. There's a tree always in my home and a mirage of decorations. I love the holidays. Oh, great. Okay, soup. Okay, jumeau. Okay, I really wish I could say that correctly. Okay, but okay, it's Joumou. So if anybody wants to like tell me how to spell that how to say it phonetically, it would be great. It's a Haiti's national dish that celebrates their Independence Day. Awesome. Marlene, I knew it was Guatemala. I knew when you said ponche, it's definitely Guatemala. Soy ecuatoriana y hacen buñuelos en Navidad y chocolate. Ok, buñuelos. Yo sé que los colombianos hacen buñuelos que son como bolitas de queso, como un pan, pero no sé cómo es el ecuatoriano. So you might want to let me know. Chicken. Jumu. Okay, thank you, Patricia. Jumu. Okay, that's how you say it. Perp, you can always count on people to tell you how to say it right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. So, coming with the holidays and all these happy things, and I want everybody to keep that happy mindset. There are some things that still stress us out. So real quick, everybody, what are your biggest concerns this holiday? And I hate to be, like the Debbie Downer, but what is your biggest concern during the holiday season? So is it the shopping, the holiday task, keeping your family healthy, with this whole pandemic and with like, Omicron or something like that raging right now, keeping your family healthy, household finances. Okay, Maria, gracias. El buñuelo ecuatoriano solo es bola de harina frita y se acompaña con el queso y el dulce de. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, household finances can be a big deal. Planning for family gatherings, making holiday special meals, criticism from family members about holiday plans. So which one is really one of your concerns? I'm glad a lot of people aren't too concerned about that. My husband and I started having a scavenger hunt with our kids during Christmas. We hide the gifts throughout our house and give them. That is genius. That is how you keep the kids active during the whole day. Because, think about it. I've been having that issue. The kids, they open up everything in the morning. And my kids, doesn't matter what you give them, they just want to keep opening stuff. You can give them literally a computer and say, that's your only gift. And they'd be like, okay, well, I can't open anything else. They don't care about how much it is. They just want to open something. So I loved it. Thank you, Sandra, for that idea. You just made my Christmas magical. I mean, a little bit of work, but thank you. Soy de Ecuador, festejamos nuestra Navidad en familia, la Nochebuena, nos servimos buñuelos, miel de caña, queso y dulce de higo. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, Sandra, you're the best. All right, so it looks like a lot of people's concern is about keeping their families healthy. I'm going to leave that poll open for a little while, and let's just talk about a little bit about this. So I was looking at a couple of things, and it said here, the holiday stressors for parents. And apparently this is not something new for anybody. In a study that was done by the Mott Children's Hospital National Poll on Children's Health this year in 2001, it looks like a lot of people, their stresses mainly have to do with extra shopping and holiday tasks. 30% about keeping their families healthy, household finances, 29%. And really the last thing on the bottom was the criticism from family members about holiday plans. That can be really stressful because you just don't want to deal with any drama, and I get that. So the University of Michigan poll, parent holiday stress could be impacting kids. So, the stress, sometimes it makes them stressed out. So 1 in 5 parents admit that their stress levels take away from their children's enjoyment of the holidays. So that's something that's really has resonated with me this holiday season, where I don't want to cater too much to so many things, but just keeping that holiday essence with my children. So I really like what Sarah Clark said here. She says having a family sit down and discussing what their favorite part of the holiday is for each family member can make a difference. Listening to one another and recreating moments that family members have expressed are important to them can improve the holiday season for everyone. This strategy can also shed light on what children really care about. So parents have this misconception about what their child's favorite holiday memories are, and they could actually be much simpler than what we think. Okay, so once you know what's important to keep, you can discuss reducing efforts on some of the preparations. So maybe, your child's favorite holiday is putting up that Christmas tree and not necessarily all these other things that you think they may want. So, just a little tip, instead of, wondering, have that conversation, to have some active listening with your child so that you're able to find out exactly what they want to talk about or what it is that they're looking forward to in this holiday season. Do you want to add anything to that, Susan, on your perspective?
I think, yeah, I mean, I think really just connecting is so important. And then the traditions are so important. And just really letting them know that they're so important to us.
Exactly. It's very simple, everyone. So talk to your children. And with that being said, I want to say thank you to Susan for being here. I want to say, yes, thank you so much for sharing strategy, skills, and tips always with us. You're always welcome here. You are somebody that we really love having here.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. And thank you to Vicente and Dynamic Multilingual, I think it is called. Well, thank you to our translators for being here and for helping us having these translation services to make sure that everybody in our community can be part of the conversation. I wanted to thank Dr. Ellis, our superintendent, as well as our monitors, as well as our board, for always supporting Family University for now 2 years. Well, the year of 2020 and now the year of 2021. It's really technically 1.5 years, but who's counting, right? So, we really want to thank everyone for doing that, and as well as the curriculum and instruction department with Missy Waha for always making sure that Family University is prevalent and available. And of course, wanted to thank the MIS department with Bob and Gandhi, making sure that we are able to be equipped and have everything that we need in order to make these Family Universities possible. Please fill out the survey afterwards, because remember, Family University cannot be possible without input from you. So let us know what it is that you want, what it is that you need. Happy holidays. I will see everyone in the new year on January 12th when we come back to Family University 2022. So happy holidays from the East Ramapo Family University team. Feliz Navidad. Somebody tell me, how do you say that in Haitian Creole? Anybody? Happy holidays. All right, Sandra, thank you. Marlene, gracias. Y que Dios me la cuide a usted también. Feliz Navidad, Regina. Feliz Navidad, Julia. Gracias a todos. Happy holidays to everyone. And with that, we close. Oh, Born Fret. Born Fret. Yeah, Born Fret. Hopefully I said that right.
Happy holidays. Bye-bye.
Happy
Thank
holidays.
you.
Goodbye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye-bye.